नमस्कार दोस्तों, IIFL मार्केट्स के YouTube चैनल में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं श्वेता पापरीवाल और आज हमारे साथ हमारी लीडर स्पीक श्रृंखला में मिस्टर दिनेश पंगते हैं, जो कि CEO LIC म्यूचुअल फंड के हैं। वेलकम मिस्टर पंगते, इट्स अ प्लेजर टू हैव यू ग्रेस आवर लिसनर्स टुडे विथ योर वैल्यूएबल इनसाइट्स।
थैंक यू श्वेता, प्लेजर इज माइन।
थैंक यू सर। सो सर, जब हम ये म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री को एनालाइज करते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ AUM, LIC MF थोड़ा सा लोअर रैंक पे है। तो आने वाले 3 से 5 सालों में आप LIC MF को कहाँ देखते हैं और आपकी कोई स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रैटेजीज है जो कि AUM ग्रोथ को बढ़ाएगी?
श्वेता, अगर हम हिंदुस्तान के परिप्रेक्ष्य में देखें so this mutual fund industry has not really grown, and it takes a lot of time for this industry to grow, in fact. And in a way, I can say that this industry is still at a very nascent stage.
Right.
I think if you look at the growth, last 3 years, 4 years growth, that has been a phenomenal, and that's how this mutual fund industry has been now in the what you call constant news as far as the business is concerned. So it's still, I believe though it's a 35 trillion asset under management, but still I think it's a very, very nascent. The reason being, you look at the world average, the percentage to the GDP, 63. And where are we? We are at just 12%, US being highest with 120. It's a long way. I believe it's still, we are a very, very, very nascent stage. And looking at the population which we have, and especially the young population which we have a long way to go. And as you rightly said, we are in the middle. We rank around 20th amongst the mutual fund. Yeah, and what we have done for the last 3 years is we have tried to strengthen and studier ourselves as a company in terms of our manpower, in terms of the technology, and even in terms of growth with the relationship which we have been building. And I believe that we have been working to a right appropriate mix of the volume as well as the value part. And we believe both in organic growth and inorganic growth. And we would like to have a right mix of the products. You know, we were especially known for a debt for a long time.
Correct.
Very long time, we are especially known for debt. So we are trying to have a right mix of both to build a scale as well as be profitable. So next 3 to 5 years, we shall grow, should be somewhere in the league of top 15. And thereafter, we should be a part of top 10. This is my belief and wish.
Right, sir. So on the return side, how are the various schemes of LIC MF faring on the equities? And as you said, you are more focused towards debt. And any particular investment strategies you would like to share with our viewers with LIC, MF equities team has adopted to shore up the returns to be in the top quartile?
Yeah, Shweta, as industry doesn't allow us to comment on the performance due to the compliance policy.
Correct.
To understand how we are doing or how our funds are performing, you need to look at the fact sheets. And in terms of investment policies, we have this investment philosophy of both a top-bottom approach as well as bottom-up approach. And we always look at the governance, which are very, very important, the management quality and the business sustainability to really have a risk-adjusted returns for our portfolios. And on the debt part also, famous Warren Buffett has said that essence of investment into 2 rules. First is do not lose money, and the second is do not forget the first rule. So in fact, we have this SLR policy, which we say is that the safety, which stands for the the credit and the default risk, which is very, very important. And liquidity, that's the ease of encashing at the time when we really need one.
Right.
And on the basis of this risk and risk and safety and liquidity, the returns that is risk adjusted return. This is what we believe, and that's how we take our portfolios.
Right. So any kind of new products in the pipeline which investors can expect from you?
Well, again, we will not be able to tell you the exact what products are on the pipeline. I'll
Right.
not disclose. But still, we have already a good basket, and we are looking at further enhancing this basket. This year also on the equity, we'll have more products, the contemporary products which we have. So including the passive. So this current year also we are looking at to have more products in our basket, and our endeavor will be to have the adequate number. At the same time, see, if you look at last 2-3 years, we have not really come out with any equity product.
Right.
The idea was very simple. Right now, there's no point on trying to have a very differential product, whereas the reach is still very limited, you understand.
Yes.
Still the reach is limited. We believe in consolidating the products, but nevertheless, we feel now it is adequate space, time when we would like to come out with a couple of new funds.
Correct. So as you mentioned that, you will be focusing on passive side of investing also. So coming to the investment philosophy, what are your views on passive versus active investing, and how should millennials approach this when investing for the first time?
Well, already I've talked a lot about the active funds, the philosophy, etc. But passive is gaining more and more traction. And you look at the other evolved market where passive has a big share.
Right.
So in the passive horizon, what is very, very the simple philosophy is we'd like to have the tracking error to the lowest, offer the TER as low as possible, because this is basically bought online, direct. And we would like to give more product in the space, passive market stage. And of course, leverage the technology and digital space to garner the inflows. Those are very, very important. So that's how we believe the millennials still, I interact with so many top in the companies and even youngsters. Sadly, the understanding of the fund, especially this mutual fund, is very, very low.
Right.
And I believe millennials should not get swayed. And as for the fund, when they are investing for the first time, I'll always advise them to go through various mutual fund distributors, advisors, because they will not know a lot many things about investing is. So I believe still there's a scope for these distributors and these platforms to educate youngsters before they come on board. So we keep on engaging with these MFDs and others so that we impart more knowledge to them, so that they competently educate the client, the customers. And of course, we would like to have a more dynamic portal for ourselves. And seize those who are knowledgeable should be able to get the product, buy it directly as well.
Right. So, sir, as you mentioned that you will be, leveraging upon the technology. So coming to the adoption of technology for improving efficiency and maximizing the business, how do you think LIC MF is approaching technology changes and enhancement?
Yeah, I'll tell you, when this lockdown started, it just happened from blue. We hardly got a notice of a day or so.
Right.
But like good industries, especially in the mutual fund sector, we were seamlessly into this, the new age. Since technologically we had upgraded ourselves. Okay. So it was quite seamless with very few challenges, and we adapted to this new world, the new working environment which we have. And we have strengthened over the period of time. And I believe going further, because today you look at the way pandemic has made us to use this technology, so there's no looking back.
Right.
Once this pandemic is over, I'm sure the digital will still continue to gain a lot of share. And this is going to be a major differentiating factor as well. So we are looking to ensure that to integrate all our operations to smoothen onboarding of this new investors, new clients. We would like to have a faster servicing to investors and enable them for this ease of doing this transactions. And over the last years, we have really hiked up the spending which we are doing on the technological front.
Right.
So the investors better. And of course, as I told you that we are offering support to our distributors as well. And on this technology platform so that we have a long-term healthy growth. And our aim is to use this tech to have an edge. So to onboard the new customers, to give the service to our customers, to maintain relationship with the distributors, and exchange knowledge with the channel partners. So these are all fronts at which we are working, and
Right.
my team is pretty solid and pretty good, time and tested, and I'm sure as a company will come up very well in the coming days.
Wish you all the best, sir, for this. Hope to see LIC MF in the top 10, as you mentioned. So thank you very much, Mr. Pangtey, for taking the time out and sharing your views with us. We thank you for being on our platform.